So here we have our kingdom. And first of all, we can go through all the stats here. Here's the authority of the kingdom, 5, and the stability of the kingdom, 5, and the treasury of the kingdom. If any of these reach 0, the game ends instantly. Because the kingdom basically collapses. If you go bankrupt, there's no authority, or the stability basically goes completely down. Down here, you can see the stats of your respective regions. So like we can see, the barons have 5 trade, 5 farming, 6 military, 6 faith, and 1 defiance. Towns have 4 trades, 7 farming, 5 military, and 4 faith, and 1 defiance. Grandies have 6 trade, 6 farming, 4 military, and 7 faith, and 1 defiance. If the defiance trait here gets above either stability or authority, you can have the choice to start a civil war. Now, do you want to start a civil war? That will depend entirely on what you feel like at that moment, and if you can win or not. Because count your military stat in this. If the other regions are not rebelling and have higher military stats, you will be beaten down. So only rebel if you have more military stats than the other regions if they don't rebel, basically. If you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here, first of all, I get to pick the events. I'm the king. So I think we should start with my coronation. Don't you all think?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fair enough.
So who wants to voice the chancellor?
Yeah, obviously. I love how my people are these super isolationist, faithless farmers. It's very interesting.
So who wants to voice the chancellor?
So.
Okay. What the hell, I'll volunteer.
Okay, speak then.
Okay. What voice do I do for this? Your Majesty.
Old and pompous.
Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time.
Why the hurry?
Delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back.
You wouldn't want that, I suppose.
As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation.
Of course.
Shall we call the nobles in?
Okay, so here, you get to vote what happens at my coronation. Like you can see here are your options and the effects it will have on the kingdom. However, before you can do that, I can choose to either veto one of these, so you cannot pick it, or I can put my own vote into one, which will mean I will get a vote. But, however, for this one, I am going to veto inviting foreign dignitaries to show off our wealth. And now, on the browser, you get to vote.
Dang it!
Gosh.
So what says the kingdom's wealth?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the kingdom's wealth. The treasury is the kingdom's wealth. No, that wealth, that is your personal wealth. That means all the nobles are going to spend money.
What's that, sorry? Lower's treasury, lower's wealth.
Oh, but your highness!
We still need one to vote.
I propose a baptismal in the sea.
Well, yes, that's exactly the point.
Baptismal in the river. You know?
That is after all a traditional coronation.
I know, but that.
You know, I am going.
Totally
I am
not
going
planning
to support. I am going to
turn this
support
into
the
an embarrassing
pagan baptism in the river.
Okay, so we are doing a traditional coronation.
It is decided. The king will be thrown into the river.
The kingdom is now civil, but the authority is dubious. Let me get out of my nice robes. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Fredwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up to the bank, soaking wet, the chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is your imagination or some of the nobles stifling giggles? And now...
Yes, we humiliated him without him realizing it.
But you do know that's not the point of that, right? That is a very traditional coronation.
It is a legit thing.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's
that is a legit
yeah, I
thing.
know.
There's a re-
Well,
it
on the plus side, at
it's
least he's
still
not a fop now.
very-
He's just a sop. It sounds silly enough worthy of the desk.
But now, let us be introduced to my council.
Now that you are the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the desolate east, the scorching south, and of course, the bleak march.
I will introduce myself to the Counts of the East. And this is you, Sip.
Cool.
So you get to voice. That's you.
An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Majesty. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor.
And I will introduce myself to the Grandees of the South, which is Mist. You get to voice yourself.
May the nine gods bless your reign. May the nine gods bless your reign, Your Highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith.
And I will introduce myself to the Barons of the March. This is you, Martin.
Hail and well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape.
And with that, introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sign, sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs.
Wise man.
And now, my path to victory. Who wants to voice my spy master?
I'm not any good with voices. I can't really do impressions.
Let's see.
I
These are
can
my
do
impressions.
Sip, go for it.
Your Majesty.
Oh, that's slimy.
No, right. No. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you?
And this is where I pick my victory goal. And I think for this one, I want to be remembered as a saint.
The council will remember. No, sorry. The church will love you, I suspect. But will anyone else?
Still use it.
I suggest over the next few years, you focus on improving the kingdom's overall faith as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty.
So my goal is to raise the overall faith of the entire kingdom. That is my personal goal. Now we will end the season, and you will get to pick your goals. Shoya of the Sibyl Squid Dynasty, charismatic Eastern orator, is delegate in the podium, whispering carefully. This is Yusuf, or your faction.
Yeah, I know, hold on, I need to... My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Mthis wears the crown.
So now you get to pick what your goal is. Or your first goal.
Oh.
You want to do a section?
Okay.
The counts plan to induct the king into their secret cult and offer him immortality in exchange for the throne. First, they must reduce the power of the Eastern Church. To advance their scheme, they must lower their faith to 4 or less in 3 seasons. It's already on 4, so I need to raise it to prevent you from doing this. And now, the Grandees. Chris of the Wilhelm lineage, legendary southern prodigy, stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as in the days.
Sorry, I need to interrupt it. His character's wearing a dress and a Puritan Presbyterian cap.
Anyway,
So this is either
Let's
BH
see.
or Miss because it's your Sith faction.
I need to figure out what voice to do.
A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered.
And now you will vote what your goal is. You want to do a witch hunt?
Yes. Full Inquisition!
There's all
Oh,
sorts of
no.
heresy in the capital, and the grandees intend to expose it. First, they must ensure the South is beyond reproach. To advance this scheme, the grandees must be the region with the highest faith in 3 seasons, which they already are, so I need to lower their faith, or get someone else's faith higher. Rupert of the Aurelius bloodline, powerful marcher general, stands before a blazing hearth, yelling at full volume. This is you, Martin.
Yelling? I can't yell because the rest of the family's trying to sleep and do stuff. Oh dear.
Whisper loudly. If Brian Blessed can do it, anyone can.
When have the Barons of the Marsh backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne.
And now, what's your goal?
Oh my god, sorcery, Jesus Christ, okay.
I mean,
Oh, that's really hard.
yeah, I mean, we got some cool
You know what,
ones,
we'll do this one.
lowering faith,
Intimidation.
raising faith. Oh no.
The barons plan to hold the king hostage in his own palace. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. The advanced scheme, the barons must raise the stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons, which it is. So the first level of all your guys' schemes are gonna probably go through unless something changes. You have 3 schemes you have to complete to win, basically.
Yeah.
And you also want to ensure the other factions do not win. You want to be the sole victor, obviously. Let's see who these pretenders are. Ruben is my distant cousin. Sawyer is a questionable claimant. And Chris is a false pretender. Only Ruben has any actual claim to the throne, I think. And now...
I just...
You can speak, Sip.
but... No, so basically what's going on is that we've got a cult on one side and the church on the other. They're fighting over a war of faith. Meanwhile, there's actually an heir to
Political
a possible
shenanigans
heir.
going on, yeah.
Vying.
Okay, so here I get to pick another law.
I love this.
I get to pick another law I can pick. And here I think the best one I can pick, even though it will support the barons, but having a stable kingdom I think is good. I'm gonna pick Call for Unity as my next law. Which means if I put this on a voting choice, if 50% of you vote, we get +1 stability for the kingdom. For that thing, basically.
If we vote for the same sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Which could help me, but also hurt me.
Now, let's go through the kingdoms, shall we? Let's start with a new plague going on in the March.
Oh no. Oh no.
This is you, Martin?
Yeah,
Your
I
Highness,
feel like
the
I-
March has been struck by a plague. And not just any plague, a dancing plague.
Explain this to me.
It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villages are dancing themselves half to death.
So let's see, what do we have a choice here? I am gonna say... Personally, I say we should quarantine... But can I not? Oh, that's how it works. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay. I say we should quarantine the
So
affected
you can
villages.
choose veto or vote.
I don't know.
Okay.
I say we should quarantine the affected villages.
I say we should pass a law that forbids dancing. It is an abhorrent practice. All things
They're doing
considered.
it against their will, it's the plague that's causing it.
Oh, this could be tied. Mist is a tiebreaker. Or not Mist, PH is a
That is
tiebreaker.
not our concern.
PH, what are you voting for?
It is a disease. They have the disease. We need to quarantine them before it spreads.
Oh, okay. And this means because I'm the king and we have a tiebreaker, I get to pick.
no.
So I say we quarantine.
Ah.
Though the move seems drastic to some, it is the only way to be
As you
sure.
will, my lord.
To be sure this plague does not become a serious problem. The barons agree to enforce your quarantine, but the trade of the march does lower to struggling because of the quarantine. Only time will tell if it is an effective solution or not.
Oof.
Now, let's look into the missing nobles in the east. Oh, this is BH.
Oh, it's the grandees!
The grandees have gone missing.
Your Highness, a number of grandees have gone missing in the east. They traveled to Conte Squid's castle to negotiate a trade agreement, but they should have returned weeks ago.
It is Yusuf.
Oh, okay. Did my appearance change?
No, this is you. This is the one you have to start.
The missing grandees never even made it to my lands. They most likely got lost. The East is a dangerous place, after all.
Where could they have gone? There's still Yusuf.
Just north of my estate lies the Mold Patter Forest. To the west, the Twilight Lakeland, and to the south, Ilarion's Haunt. I like to
This happens
live
sometimes, don't worry.
remotely. Does wonders for this.
Come on, I said do.
What? Okay.
Yeah, it does this sometimes. There we go. There we go. You're fine. Actually,
I like to live remotely. Does wonders for the soul.
who's gone missing? Anyone I care about?
Mister's gone missing!
3 grandees are missing. Gilliam, Devi, and Grandee missed.
Oh no.
Looks like we have another one joining. Looks like Martian will be joining, I think.
Nice.
You said 3 grandees are missing?
Yeah. 3. I'm certain that this is some kind of ploy by Conte Squid. In a few months' time, they'll quietly offer us a ransom.
Oh, this is another. Okay, you have a lot of different appearances. Your appearance does change.
Why does my appearance keep changing?
I don't know. Anyway.
Am I changed?
Hi, Martian.
He's practicing shape-shifting.
I like the implication that my character isn't always openly a changeling, and all of you guys are just accustomed to my shenanigans.
It's a doppelganger. Stab it in the butt.
Drakhov's bones don't be.
I hate this bug. This happens sometimes. There we go.
Drakhov's bones don't be so foolish. We'll find them. We just have to decide where to focus our efforts.
Okay, and where should we focus on? Let's see. I'm definitely gonna veto that we don't search.
Yeah.
Darn it! Execute him.
Okay, where are we searching?
I'm partial to the Lakeland.
We would have found them if they were floating and drowning and trying to swim.
I mean, exactly. We could start with the easiest place first.
Looks like we are searching Ilarion's Haunt.
I voted with BH since I technically shouldn't have a
Ilarion's
vote.
Haunt was my second choice.
By the way, Martian, if you want to join, you can. You can't do it midway.
A detachment
Yeah,
of
I know
Countess
what you
Succulent Squid's bravest knights ventured into the bewildered marshland known as Ilarion's Haunt. The missing grandees are found alive and well, if a little bit draggled.
Dang it!
This
God
unit-
bless you. We are in debt to you. Ninth, preserve us. We've been eating bugs for a month.
And the South is now loyal.
Good.
This still you missed?
Please, take this as a thank you. It's an antique teapot from the Cursed Age. We found it in the bog. Would you believe it?
This is an ancient artifact of the East. It should be returned to the Counts. This is Yusuf.
Why are you bald now?
Keep changing appearance. I love this.
I'm going to join with my Article because for reasons I can't
Your
join with my
Grace,
main to the
we
same.
appreciate the gesture.
Okay. And now let's go
Oh, it's an eye.
Let us go to the honor guard. One evening, you're sitting up in your bed reading some paperwork, then when a filthy trusted peasant wants it into your bedchamber as well as brass. Who wants to be the peasant?
Hello, you mad? Well, I finally found you. This bloody place is a maze. Mind if I take a seat?
Who are you?
Oh, me? Name's Bolivar. You mad? Pleased to meet you. Listen, I've got a bloody great idea for you. What if we chop the legs off horses and replace them with wheels? Boom! Faster transport.
Before Bolivar can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Who wants to be the marshal?
Oh, me, your Baron, say. Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where this palace watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder?
Just kick him out.
Arms behind your back, scumbag.
The peasant is dragged from your bedchamber, still babbling about horse wheels. When the marshal returns, she looks grim.
Oh, she? Jesus Christ, okay.
No, she just has a masculine voice.
Former gladiator or something. If one thing's clear from this message, that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like this pathetic watch. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire some foreign mercenaries. That'd be low to coin above all.
Let us hear about what we have on offer from the different regions. So tell me about the Eastern Knights. Martin, this is you still? You're the
Still
marshal.
me, okay.
Yeah.
The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. Oh, warrior poets, that's nice.
Tell me about the Southern Packet
That's fair.
Nuns.
Oh, that's a cool outfit. Terrifying warriors. They've sworn a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill your state secrets. But their faith and loyalty is to the church above all, even your safety.
And tell me about the veterans of the March.
Ooh, does that look Carthaginian to you?
Kinda. Anyway.
Or a little Roman Byzantine sort of look, you know? Looks nearly Byzantine. Anyway, these soldiers have fought more battles than they've had hot dinners. They'll be uncouth, no doubt, and won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they're loyal and tough as nails.
I have made my decision.
I'll wait
well,
for
ask
the
about the
debate,
more mercenaries-
Your Majesty.
Mercenaries first, just to see what they're. Never
Oh,
mind.
it's too late. It's too
I
late.
just wanted to see what.
It's too late. I can only hire them. But I've made my decision. I think I should have. I should have a bodyguard of Eastern Knights.
I'll make the arrangements at once.
Knights arrive a few weeks later. They're all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. And that's this season's end. Also,
Is it just you, or are you
Yes.
vampire knights?
you're no longer
We are
alone.
loyal.
And you're no longer alone on the count. You now have Martian there.
Yes, they are. Hey, Martian. How much voting power does Marsh have?
One. Like, you both have one voting power now. Same as the Grandy.
So are we gonna reduce my voting power if that's possible?
It's automatic.
It's automatic. It's automatic.
Do you guys not have?
So I now have voting power of 4.
No. You have a
Probably.
voting power of 2. Your vote counts as 2. Because you're alone. That's it this season. And here,
this is
okay,
still good.
here you can spend your
So,
money
Marsh-
on the various buildings within the region, so that you can see the effects here. Only the 2 buildings with the most money spent on them will actually be built. So any money spent on buildings that don't get built will be refunded. The timer will start when I click start auction and will end the instant the timer is gone. You understand?
Martian, just
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Martian, just so you know, our current group, our faction goal is to reduce faith.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna start the auction.
yeah.
Spend your money wisely.
Okay.
Oh, wait, someone's spending a lot of money here. Yeah, I see the Grandies are funding a cathedral,
Paid.
and the counts are funding an observatory.
And a little bit of an aqueduct, most. Oh, is our bid dependent on our income, or does it just refresh, or is it
On
limited
your
to
income,
this
if you have
thing?
zero money, you will have zero money for probably a while until you
Screw it,
find. Oh, you're fully investing. Oh, okay. Mist and Sip have
Gosh,
fully
dang it.
invested their funds.
Yeah, remember, only the 2 highest paid buildings will get built.
Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be a cathedral and an observatory.
I regret investing in the aqueduct.
You will get some money back from the aqueduct, though, because it didn't get funded. Okay, and now we
Okay,
have the
good.
next season. So now, let us start with the Wandering Bard. EH, you're my chancellor.
Yeah. Your Majesty, a traveling bard. She says she has come to compose a song for you.
And who wants to be the bard? Sally Six Fingers.
Yeah.
I don't have enough female voices to voice another female.
I'll try this. Not just any bard, your highness. The best in all the land. Sally Six Fingers, they call me.
A song, you say? About me?
Hopefully not sung with a voice
Why,
like
of
that.
course. In fact, I have the tune and verse already. I have saved my
no.
best work for you, my king. It's a work in progress voice, okay? All I require is a subject. What should I tell the masses of you? What would you like to inspire?
Teach them to love me.
I will do so, your highness. Absolutely. Give me but a few weeks and everyone within the Crownlands will know of your benevolence. Pray, I need only a small payment of 500 gold for the time, a discounted rate for one as esteemed as yourself.
Jesus.
Gosh, I cannot keep a consistent accent with this voice.
You deserve more than that. What about 1,000? It's still Yusuf.
Oh, thank you, your majesty.
She hurries out of the throne room to do your bidding. The song has the desired effect, with everyone praising your good nature. Now, finding a spouse. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. There's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Who wants to be the mother?
Does anyone else
Why haven't
suitably
you found a spouse yet?
grouchy mother?
It's been almost a year.
Is it really that urgent?
Boss, don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind?
Women, mother, women.
Evil king.
Excellent. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer.
And a late night visit.
Gosh.
On one evening, you're sorting through paperwork in your office when Baron Aurelius appears at the door, swaying slightly and stinking of booze. That's your mother.
Quick question. Did you guys like the grandma voice for his mother?
Yeah.
Oh, Your Majesty.
It was perfect.
So sorry to speak to you as condition.
Let me get you a glass of water.
Belch.
That's a whiskey, you say? Don't mind if I do. Anyway, I just need to tell you, if the Archbishop asks you about what happened to his hat, tell him I'll pay for a new one. I was desperate and pre-boss was occupied.
What did you do to the Archbishop's hat? You started somewhere enough to go about Bison's race. You're making it into the charging for the damage.
Good job I didn't spend all my money on that auction.
It's surely not a coincidence that the Archbishop arrives at your throne room the next day, looking even grumpier than usual, and hatless. Who wants to be the Archbishop?
I'm gonna do it.
I've already got 2 women.
Your Majesty, there's a plague afflicting this kingdom. A curse more powerful than any wizard would cast. I speak, of course, of alcohol. People are spending their evenings in alehouses rather than in prayer. We must ban this wild waste.
Oh, okay.
Given a chance, I will never hesitate to take the priest.
I'm gonna say
Make the sale of alcohol illegal?
I am not gonna make it illegal.
Delightful.
You have to pick between these two.
Dang it. No such laws will be passed.
Oh, Martin, you're the tiebreaker.
Fine. No, wait. Martin, they're going to limit your alcohol consumption. They want to limit it.
I am going in character with the fact that the guy was drunk. He's going to vote against shutting the taverns early.
But my God, we'll judge this council, for we come to end so many of his worshippers to temptation.
Okay, we're ending the season now. And now I get to tax you all if I want. And I think the kingdom is in a pretty good spot. However, I can see... Ooh, this is going to be a hard one, because I can see Sip does not have a lot of money. So I cannot have a lot of tax from him because of that. But Martian has a lot of money. And so does Wilhelm and Mist. So I am gonna tax the counts and the grandees, but keep a common tax on the barons.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Goes and spends it on booze.
Now, let's see here.
We have been loyal.
Let's have a look at the options.
Oh, the grandma's here.
I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance.
Yes, I know. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, which is arranged 3 portraits and easels. Now each is covered by a cloth. Alright then, let's see the eligible bachelorettes. She whisks away the cloth on the first portrait. This is you, Mist.
Mother.
This is Valentina, eldest daughter of the Eastern American dynasty. According to the counts, she's a little naive, but that may just be compared to the utter ruthlessness of the Eastern gods. A very pious young lady. Half the East are in love with her. Apparently the other half hate her.
She's an intriguing candidate. Still you, Mist.
From the south, Ophelia, the eldest daughter of the Mist lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun. but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Hang on, the doorbell just rang.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure about the hair on this one.
That's not sure what that cut
Don't
is.
like the look of her. It's very punk, you know?
She's probably a tomboy. Well, she has a sword, she's probably a
Shaved
tomboy.
with a flaw.
She's a savvy businesswoman who's had success in the spice trade. Unfortunately, she lacks the common touch. The peasants have some terrible nicknames for her.
I don't like the look of her. Ooh.
And finally, we have the March's offering. Jucarta, scion of the prestigious Aureli's bloodline. A typical baroness, really. Loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. She was high up in the army training the troops, but was dishonorably discharged for some reason.
Sounds like a lot.
What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll get a lifelong alliance.
Surely you can trust the military.
So, I think I've made my decision.
Take my niece. She is a remarkably
Not there.
fine pick.
Well, which of them do
I
you
know.
wish to marry?
No.
I think I want to marry Valentina of the East.
Yes.
Excellent. I
Martian,
make the
you're nominated.
arrangement.
Yeah, nice.
Now, an honorable challenge. This is you bitch.
Okay. Shit, what voice did I do this? Your Highness, this lily-livered lighter sack has besmirched my honor! He spread rumors that I was not truly a follower of the Ninth God, but some kind of apostate!
What delivered loiter sack are you talking about?
That honorless dog, Martian of the Counts!
So you're definitely not a heretic.
Absolutely not, Your Highness! I am the most devout amongst my people! Ask any of them! I torture them otherwise! I would do them to regain honor as any grandee should, but Count Martian will not accept without your express permission.
This is Martian.
No, hold on a minute. This is a matter of respect. We can't be dueling in King Mthis' throne room without due process.
Ah, French, no wonder he won't fight. You're a coward, Martian, and you may as well admit it now!
Well, your party is clearly just for show. It's all an act to get the peasants to like you more.
Meanwhile, in the background, the barons are laughing.
What should I do? You may duel. It may be fun to watch.
I mean,
Wilhelm grins wickedly, drawing his sword. Martian sighs and rolls his eyes before unclipping a pair of small, jagged daggers and twirling them in his fingers. They roll soberly together before Grandee Wilhelm steps in for the
you
first
got
move.
this, cousin. I believe in you.
Martin jumps backwards, batting the sword away. Second strike comes straight after, but this time it's a feint. As Martin moves to defend, Wilhelm twists and redirects his attack. The sword cuts clearly through Martin's clothing, who howls in pain. With that, Grandee Wilhelm steps back and bows deeply. First,
To first blood, I win.
Bravo! Nicely fought. The court returns to their business. Wilhelm and the Grandees view your sanction of the duel as respecting their customs and are clearly grateful. I'm a good king, I think. Now,
Martian, you are a disgrace to the bloodline.
But Stubbins.
Now, I have an invitation from the Grandees by the looks of it. Again, this is you, BH.
Yeah. Your Majesty, it is my singular honor to invite you to attend the annual Night of the Seven Pyres celebration. We're burning babies this year.
Night of the Seven Pyres. What's that?
Your Majesty, do you really not know? It is the biggest festival in the entire South. I love burning. It is a celebration of the ninth god and his victory over the other 8. It is the most holy and sacred night of the year. Most people like it because fireworks are involved.
I look very forward to attending.
Wonderful! I trust you are willing to finance and organize one of the pyres. It is customary for the king to do so if he is in attendance.
I'll make sure it is a night to remember.
I look forward to it, Your Highness.
This is your ploy to make back the money you taxed from you, isn't it?
I have no clue what you're talking
And
about.
we'll end this season, and now we'll get to the next stage. In a tiny village far to the east, 2 counts meet in a derelict tavern. No one dares even glance in their direction. There's a sip.
Another priest left my estate today. He said there was no sense preaching to the truly lost.
This could probably be Martian, I imagine.
Oh, this is an NPC?
Yeah, but it's a count, so...
Nah,
Okay, so
you want to
should
voice her, or
I can do a female voice, but
it's
I
a
can voice
different
it.
one? It's not your count.
Yeah.
I'll do it then if you don't want to do the.
Okay.
I've heard the same. No, hold on. Ah, gosh. I've heard the same across the east. We are no longer. Fuck. I lost it. I've heard the same across the east. We are no longer trapped under the church's thumb. No, we must not falter. If the king grows proud, we can offer him the ultimate reward. Immortality.
For the next stage of the scheme, the counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 4 seasons. So you want to raise my authority. In a picturesque castle overlooking the southern city of Serena, 2 grandees lie back to enjoy the sun. This is missed.
Praise be, whispers of our plan have reached the peasants and they are in an uproar. They call for the sins of the king to be laid bare. I already have leads on information from inside the palace that we can use against the king. It is only a matter of time.
We have the High Inquisitor on our side, but we must also sow dissent amongst the other regions. We won't succeed alone.
For the next stage, the grandees must raise the other region's defiance to a combined total of 8, or ensure another region begins a rebellion in 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And now I get to pick a vote. But I don't think I want to pick any of these votes. Any of these laws, actually. So we'll just end this year. Looks like we have a lot down there. But let's start with
I
the
mean,
royal
swing
wedding.
votes would have been nice, you know, just...
Do we do the thing on... No, let's start with the royal wedding.
Yeah,
It's always good to start with a
let's
wedding.
Yeah, of course.
Your wedding to
Martin's
Valentina...
daughter needs to be... become prince?
Your wedding to Valentina is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. A week and a day, the capital's one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. To know if you're standing in St. Bertram's Cathedral with Valentina at your side.
Yep.
Yes!
Do you take this woman to be as your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Then I pronounce you king and wife.
After the wedding, of course, there's a feast. And after the feast, a dance. Your new wife Valentina delivers a short but heartful toast, expressing a wish to get to know you better. By the time you find yourself alone with Valentina, it's past midnight, and you never felt more tired. Who wants to voice my wife? Someone has to.
I must profess, I'm glad
Martin,
that
it's your daughter.
over. We can finally talk openly to each other now.
I must admit, I feel the same way.
I'm glad to hear that. It must be difficult being king, constantly surrounded by liars, lickspittles, and flatterers. I don't know how you stand it.
It's tough, but I have to do my duty.
By the blood of the dead, I feel for you.
I hate this.
couldn't do it.
Hate this bug. After finishing the last of the wine, you head to your separate bedchambers. It seems your wife is happy to take her time getting to know you.
Oh ho ho!
That's pretty normal, actually, for the Middle Ages, you know? Having separate bedchambers.
Yep.
What's happening? A
I
terrible
can't help
summer?
but find
Obviously, the council needs to be in attendance to.
Grandy Mist rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. It's a Martian.
Oh, by the blood of the dead, you look like you haven't slept for weeks.
That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair's falling out in chunks.
By the knife! God, get away from me!
It was one of my peasants. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch.
Oh boy. I think we should have a call for unity, and I think, personally, that we should have the so-called witch tested.
I can't see the option to vote.
It should be on the website.
I'm on the website. Oh, there it is. But
A lot of people want to send scholars. I guess visiting scholars, okay.
look, the faithless, we faithless counts need an answer.
Sure enough, the scholars from Quail University discover a contaminated well in Mthis' estate. Not enough to kill, but enough to make her hair fall out and set her nerves on edge. The kingdom is now peaceful, and the farming in the south is bountiful. The water is cleansed. An accused peasant returns to her work, and the scholars have a new poison. The kingdom is serene. Good job, everyone. This is a peaceful kingdom.
Well, good for me.
Nothing bad is going on here. Like, peaceful kingdom. Holy shit. Good job, everyone.
Reason prevails over faith, it seems.
Now, the Night of the Seven Pyres. It's not long until the Night of the Seven Pyres.
Oh, right, the festival.
As you join yourself, the sun beats down like a hammer. Randy Wilhelm meets you on the gates of the city of Calibra.
Glad you could make it, Your Majesty. Welcome to Calibra.
A beautiful place you have here.
The whole city is excited to have you here, Your Majesty. The citizens cannot wait to see your pyre burn. You will provide the surrounding entertainment and arrange the event's spectacular climax. But first, which of the deposed gods' effigies do you want to be responsible for burning?
The seventh god, the Lord of Darkness.
An excellent decision, Your Majesty. Traditionally, the seventh god's effigy is over 50 feet high and burned in the central square, usually attracting the biggest crowd. Now, what kind of entertainers will you be hiring to surround your pyre and impress spectators?
I would say, to keep in tradition with all this fire stuff, fire dances.
A wonderful choice, Your Highness. The fire dancers of the south are famed throughout the kingdom. You'll need more than that to draw a crowd, however. Who else?
And I think acrobats. I think acrobats would be a very nice thing, don't you all think? For this festival?
Yes.
Just as long as it's
Kept
not
easy
cloud.
above the roaring flames, and to make even a stone heart sing. Anyone else?
And, just to finish it off, fire breathers to keep with the theme.
To spend the entire treasury here.
I don't know how they do without burning their lips, Your Majesty. Must be a technique to it. With all those entertainers, your pyre will be quite the spectacle.
That's all.
Well, your work is not yet done, Your Majesty. You must decide on the pyre's spectacular climax. Sometimes we go with fireworks, but those are expensive. The black powder must be sourced all the way from Kiev. The most exciting alternative is to topple the effigy over, like a falling tree.
I think a normal amount of fireworks should be enough.
Wonderful, oh, pardon me. Wonderful, Your Majesty. Your pyre will culminate in a fireworks display, bringing the night sky alive. I will make the arrangements at once.
This is where he's embezzling the money.
See that you do. Soon the night of the 7 pyres is upon you. The streets of Calebra are crammed with merrymakers as the royal stagecoach makes its way to the town square. The citizens greet you with cheers and tossed roses. You have to give the 7th god towers over the rooftops, a 50-foot demon with fearsome horns as it bursts into flames. Out come your fire dancers, acrobats, and fire breathers. You wait anxiously for the crowd's reaction. The fire dancers sway alluringly, spinning their flaming torches. Fire breathers roar gouts of flame. Overhead, acrobats glide above the flames like doves. The crowd applauds, delighted at this year's spectacle. Finally, UFG explodes and fills the night sky with bristling colors. The crowd coos. The surrounding buildings look distinctly flammable. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Fortunately, no stray sparks to catch anything alight. Thank you, stars. You didn't even want to know as the king who burned down Calebra. Next time, you wait anxiously to hear how the South reacted to your fiery display.
Imagine if you went all in.
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
All anyone can talk about is your spectacular pyre. Everyone agrees you honor the 9th god and put on one hell of a show. excuse my blasphemy.
Praise the 9th god!
Praise be upon him, Your Highness. I hope you come down someday for another night of the 7 fires.
I'm really trying to keep the grandees on my side in this, and as you can see, you're not really getting the kingdom very defined at the moment, so your goal is not really going anywhere. I'm trying to be in your good graces. After all, I wanted to be a very pious king, so...
I'm trying to keep the kingdom stability.
Even in the Forest of the March, Baron Aurelius has gone boar hunting with a few of his close friends.
Fine.
Okay, our plans are going better than expected. The Spy Master thinks that all is well in the kingdom.
It's still you, Martin, just because you're the
Oh,
only,
is it?
you're
Oh,
the-
okay.
You're the only
Someone
Baron.
else voice them.
Yeah, but you're the only Baron.
Oh, okay. Thanks to her lack of attention?
Yeah, the Spy Master's a woman.
Oh, okay. Thanks to her lack of attention, I secretly smuggled in gunpowder from Kurth. Enough to give our armies an edge.
Still you, Martin.
Oh, that's interesting. Things are proceeding better than I managed. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. The Honor Guard are incorruptible, but the Watch are another story. The king can't pay. If the king can't pay them, they'll look for money elsewhere.
The next stage of the scheme, the barons must lower the treasury to 1,500 in less than 2 seasons. Or less than 2 seasons. Okay. As we can see, the barons and you're all in your second stage actually now. So you have all one more stage to do after this one, basically, to win the game. Now let's see what's next. Oh, the quarantine continues.
What's the goal of the grandees there? Raise the...
They want to raise the fines, but that is not going that well. As you can see, the kingdom is very stable and very peaceful. Now let's see what's up with this quarantine in the marsh.
Your Highness, you will recall the quarantine you ordered to deal with the dancing plague? It has been many months since anyone last entered or left the affected area. We think the plague may have run its course. We ask your permission to lift the quarantine.
Not hiring an adventurer.
You're making it so bloody hard for me.
That's the point. Oh, you want to send you in personally? Oh no! Oh
Someone
no!
ask him to do it. If he's not willing to risk it, why is he asking?
PH, you might be a tiebreaker, PH. Okay, we're gonna send Martin in. We're gonna send Martin to check.
Me, Your Highness, you can't be serious.
Despite Aurelia's protest, the king's word is final. He is sent into the quarantine zone. You hope to hear back from him soon. Okay. A broke golem. Oh, you're back already. Okay.
Oh no! The Golem has crossed into our territory over the Ashpedian border, Your Majesty. This could be an exciting opportunity.
What's a golem?
A machine in the shape of a man, usually sculpted from clay or stone. The Ashpedians use them for drudge work and warfare.
Why did it cross over here?
It was instructed to dig a trench, but evidently not told when to stop. It has dug a 16-mile furrow through the landscape and over the border by the time we stopped it.
Damn!
Please, Malish, this is our chance to figure out how this golem magic works. We could even turn it against Ashmead.
Your Majesty, the fair ones would drown their own grandmothers to gain advantage over Ashmead, or over the counts and grandees. Golems are an offense to the ninth god, and they endanger us. We should destroy it before it gets out of control.
And whoa.
I say we should destroy it.
Voting with the bishop because that's in character for what our nation is.
Up to you now, Martin.
Faith couldn't be higher, and stability could be higher, and trade could use a bit of a rise, so...
Oh, we're taking it apart? Okay, here we go.
Look, we are the scholars and they are the militarists.
You, Martin.
The secrets of the golems have been a mystery for too long. I'll put
Driving down the face of the barons.
Work at figuring it out.
As they disassemble it, however, some kind of Ashmedian safety measure gets tripped. The golem goes wild, killing dozens of artisans.
Ah, bollocks.
And it goes on a rampage, pulling up farmland and massacring peasants across the march. After many casualties, the marcher troops are finally able to put it down. In the aftermath, you're left with...
that badly?
Yep.
Jesus
In
Christ.
the aftermath, you're left with nothing but close shots and regrets. You did this to
High
yourself.
five, Martian.
You did this to yourself.
High five,
That's
Martian.
the worst you could think.
Oh, it's my wife.
Jesus.
It's my wife.
Greetings, Mthis. I have an idea. As I'm sure you know, oh, I hate that phrase. My fellow counts have been shirking their religious duties a bit recently. Faith in the ninth god could certainly be higher in the east right now. The problem is the feeling of disconnection for the church here in the capital. But I think if the message came from one of their own, it might make a difference.
You want to become a preacher?
Not a preacher exactly, just an ambassador, I suppose, to show them what it means to be a faithful adherent of the ninth god.
Damn.
Will you give me your blessing?
Go forth and bring the good word to them, my love.
Damn it, Martian, your daughter was supposed to be convincing her to
Most pleasing. I'll make the preparations immediately.
Word spreads fast that the Queen Consort will tour the east. Thousands flock to the towns and villages where she plans to stop. Once she arrives, Valentina now gives a series of impassioned speeches to the locals, pleading with them to abandon their heathen ways.
Hey, their face has been increased.
It strikes a chord. The Archbishop
Damn it,
happily
Martian!
announces that the church attendance is rising all across the region.
Okay then.
Now we have another auction. As you can see, Sip,
Your
you don't
daughter.
you don't have any money. So... go wild.
Yep, that's fine.
Really? Everything in the barons makes it worse?
Do
Oh my
remember, you
God.
can vote for other regions too.
Yeah, I
you
know, but I need wealth. I need trade.
Yeah, I know.
Money.
You can just save up your money. Looks like we're going for a monument in my honor in the council. Ooh. You're building a monument to my greatness. And you're building a prison. Oh boy. You do know you don't have to... If there's only these two things being voted for, you don't have to waste all your money on it.
Damn it. I misclicked.
Oh.
I mean, solidarity with their impoverished fellow houses, you know?
So we're gonna lower the stability, but raise the authority by the looks of it.
It seems.
Yep, looks like it's going that way. Which is technically to the Count's favor, because they want my authority high. And let's see.
Why?
Let's talk about the news from the quarantine zone.
Goody!
Liege, I have returned.
Don't feel the need to dance, do you?
No, my liege, I've returned unharmed. The plague has run its course, and the people are alive. Now I fear they'll never dance again.
That's good news.
Yeah, your highness. Humbly, I ask the council to lift the quarantine so the march can return to normal.
You only have one choice.
There's only one choice.
Yay! He's not going to punish me for loyalty.
Like, I love the idea of decree a permanent quarantine. Like, that's so fucking evil.
That would guarantee all the Baron players.
Oh, okay, finally,
like,
gives me an opportunity
would be
to
like,
vote.
kill the monarch, you know.
The barons are grateful, and the former quarantined merchants are soon trudging gracefully through the kingdom. Although the former dances will never be the same, region gradually returns to business as usual. Okay. Now what's this about a horror in the east?
Okay,
Your Grace, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants inside.
Sounds ghastly.
This is what you get for being faithless bastards.
Only a few have seen the beast and live to tell the tale. The survivors tell a garbed story of gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur.
Oh boy. I think we should offer a substantial bounty on this monster.
oh, we do not. We don't even have any defiance, but there's not we don't have a good military, so yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and we can't just ignore it.
Oh, but you
Let's get an adventurer to deal with this werewolf problem.
Oh no! They want to send your army to deal with it. Oh boy, the other provinces are bullying you.
Please succeed, please succeed.
Oh my god! The Count's army is back.
Yes!
The Count's army dispatches a task force of elite knights to track down the beast. A scout reports back that they found the monster's trail and await further news of their success. About your heir. Your marriage to Valentina has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. What began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. My mother?
Mother?
Oh, he's in the restroom, typical. So what do people think about this kingdom so far?
I am so annoyed that he had it even
I'm loving it,
lower
aside from the-
than I had, and still succeeded.
Very pious.
like,
Probability, baby.
and
It does
failed.
not care what you think.
I had 70-something, and it
Yeah.
nearly rolled
Look,
like 1 or something.
I was panicking when you.
Like, it's some stuff happens you just don't expect in this.
Congratulations, son and daughter. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair.
I'm very happy, thank you.
Your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom, but I'm glad you found a way to have both.
Wow, what a bitch.
You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. Get to fucking.
I'm on grandbabies.
Loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard. Or the youngest of your mini cousins.
My wife and I will have a child.
The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Bow chicka bow wow.
An actual honeymoon. Where's the mead?
Deep in the south, a grandee paces back and forth along the balcony on her hillside villa.
Missed.
I'm told the progress is slow.
How could they be so blind? Trusting in that fool of a king after everything he's done.
What have I done that's bad? The Grandies aim to
I
waste
don't know!
The Grandies aim to waste the other regions to combine defiance to 8 or more once another region starts a rebellion. That seems like a very hard goal to achieve, not gonna lie.
In this kingdom, yes.
Somewhere in the mart, Baron Aurelius sits at a banquet, gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. He and his fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. Martin, this is you.
Some of the bribes have been accepted, but not enough. The king is paying the palace watch well enough that their loyalties aren't easily swayed. So we have some of the watch in our pockets. Isn't that enough? No, not yet. We can't make a move until we are sure we won't be discovered.
The Baron aims to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less.
Because you vetoed that
That's
bloody
doable.
1,500 thing.
Now, I am gonna tax you, because you have the most money.
Wow.
But I'm gonna keep a common tax for everyone else.
But in technicality, the rest of them have more money because there's 2 players.
Yeah, but I still just do a not common tax for them, so they still lose money. It's evened it a little bit, actually.
You're also helping your most loyal servants.
Still,
Prying out.
House Squid is still
Oh, it's Sip.
Your Majesty, you are of course the greatest king of this century.
Why, thank you.
No thanks required, Your Highness. I speak only the truth as I see plain. But your power could be even greater.
Sip. Still you.
Death comes for us all. But what if it didn't have to? What if you could be the greatest, most peaceful, most authoritative king for all millennia?
That sounds sacrilegious.
Perhaps it is, Your Highness, but perhaps it's simply making use of the opportunities the Ninth God provides.
Yeah. I got a new pair of gloves and they
If
stink.
you are strong enough to take them. I can arrange more meetings so that we may discuss this matter further.
The door bursts open. This is the High Inquisitor. Who wants to voice them?
I've done a few voices already.
What gender are they?
I think they're a woman.
So they got to you first. No matter. The counts have agents everywhere. They've been building up your strength. But there's something more sinister afoot. Their ultimate aim is to recruit you into a cult of immortal blood drinkers.
This is you, Sip.
What a tale! All we want is to help the king.
Is this true?
Of course not.
This is heresy of the highest order. The council must know.
Ooh. I definitely don't think we should leave the counts to their business in this. Oh, it's going to be a tiebreaker. I'm gonna prevent the counts from seeking private audiences with me for a bit. Somehow your schedule becomes chock full of nobles demanding your attention. This is my treasure. Who wants to be the treasure?
Your Majesty, a marcher forest has been struck with a disease. The barons report there will be a lumber shortage next year.
And the marshal? That's also you, Martin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind,
also you.
man. One of the best steel makers in the south has died. They're trying to decipher her notes. They make no sense at all.
More and more visits take up your time. More important, and many decidedly not. You have no chance to speak with the counts at all. Count stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. So we basically giving us a little bit more time to delay the counts. Oh, it's a knight. Who wants to be my knight?
Don't you want to be immortal? Oh, wait, these were our knights.
Oh, yeah.
Martian,
Yeah.
these were your knights.
Okay. Your Majesty found the eastern monster feasting on the remnants of some unlucky peasant. It loped away before we could kill it, so we followed it at a distance.
Did it get away?
The beast made its way back to the Grand Keep, belonging to Count Sibyl and Squid.
Oh no. Are you a werewolf, Sip?
Clearly.
I hope not.
Oh my god, you are.
Before my very eyes, I witnessed this colossal, bloodthirsty beast transform back into Count Sibyl and Squid. The servants washed the blood off and took them inside.
So the monster is a count?
Veritably so.
What should I do?
I suggest we hunt down Count Sibyl and Squid and bring them back to your dungeon before they hurt anyone else. I would have done this already, but I thought we should check with you first, Your Majesty.
Oh, no, this matter should be put to a vote. The count is shocked at the revelation that Count Sibyl and Squid is responsible for the horrors in the east.
And the grandees are gleeful.
It is you, Sip.
Infamy! Libel! I am innocent!
I say we should send a team of inquisitors to investigate these claims. Oh, looks like Mthis is no longer playing. No, that's because my personal vote. My bad. Yeah, we're sending a team of inquisitors. This is you, Mist, I think. I think you were the High Inquisitor.
One moment. I am honored by your trust, Your Majesty, Your Highness.
A team of inquisitors are
Inquisitors.
dispatched to investigate the claim that a Count Sibyl and Squid sometimes turns into a monster. Hopefully they'll return intact. The Count, of course, registered their disapproval that the Church is meddling with their private affairs. Want the matter dealt with, but unlike this. Now there's a tasty innovation in the East.
Well, there's a tasty innovation.
Martin.
I don't mean to exaggerate, Your Highness, but I believe I have pioneered the most incredible invention in the history of mankind. I was hosting a small party, playing cards with some old friends. I called for a servant to bring me something to eat that was both tasty and convenient, as my hands were occupied. What my servant brought me that evening will change the world forever, Your Highness.
It sounds like your servant invented it.
Yes, and he's my employee, so I own the idea. It's only fair.
I can already hear Tegan protesting.
He holds in the air a plate. Atop a plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them.
Invented the sandwich.
No. The sandwich was named after Earl of the Sandwich. This is the Martian.
He's invented the ham sandwich. Hot shit.
To consume two slices of bread plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impregnable barrier preventing one hand from being besmirched by meaty juices.
Astonishing!
Naturally, since it is my invention, I propose the name after me. In a few years' time, I expect everyone will be enjoying a nice Martian for lunch. But naturally, this innovation cannot be made available for free. Every time a Martian is consumed, I expect a small royalty payment.
I cannot do anything but call for unity here, unfortunately. So it's up to you. What should we have? What should happen?
Martian, do I have your support in any votes against me being, allegations being made against me?
I already supported you last time, so yes.
Okay, so what do you think? Receive a one-time reward from the treasury? Actually, let's just give you the royalties because
Come on.
I would like to do. Fuck.
Oh, I get to pick. I think the showmanship will be rewarded.
The one-time reward will.
You know what? A one-time reward is sufficient. A one-time reward is sufficient.
Thank you.
Okay, you know
Thank
that
you, Your
works, but
Highness. I suppose it's better than nothing.
Martians prove a massively popular luncheon. Bakeries spring up across the east, experimenting with new ingredients. Turns out you can put almost anything between two pieces of bread. This is the end of this season.
Vampires invented the sandwich.
Okay, that works, but we're closer.
I don't think I like any of these laws. No, I don't. I think I'm fine with the laws I have.
Alright, swing votes. Do swing votes.
What's happening down here?
Oh right, the mines. Remember
Dreadful
the
tidings,
blacksmith.
Your Majesty.
and the stuff.
A meddling wizard has set up shop in Zanzibar.
Oh fuck! It's a wizard. Ugh.
Huh? I believe it is Brace, Lord of the Bells.
Tell me about this wizard. You're also my chancellor.
Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power and are naturally distrusted by the church. Even the High Inquisitor wouldn't dare move against them openly. Branch has influence over sound and its counterpart, silence. Though this power seems meager compared to other wizards, they are not to be underestimated. They put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking peasants from all over the South are lining up for the chance.
Oh, it's Martian.
Not just peasants, I, Martian, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but post peasant are no match. I will the most powerful noble this council has ever seen.
This is revenge for the sandwich, isn't it? You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest.
A conflict of interest? How?
Wizards only answer to themselves. Their power is unmatched, such that the entire kingdoms cannot stand against them. Even an apprentice on the council would be disastrous. Count Martian could use the magic to interfere with votes, or you, for that matter.
Then we shall assemble the council.
I bless you, your holiness. I should be saying that to the archbishop.
I will say personally He can go become a wizard, but he has to give up all his noble titles.
I like this.
No, come on. Nah. Barons. The counts could be
I am
powerful
unfortunately going
allies
to
if you
side with the vampires
were to
this, but I
support
don't
Martians
want
and
to
Apprentice
be just.
Oh no, this is not gonna go good. This is not good at all.
Shit.
Not to mention
By the night, how will we keep up with his noble duties and be spending all this time himself with this wizard?
not to mention with him being a
And
sorcerer.
what if Knife Preserver he actually passes his apprenticeship? There's never been a wizard on the council before.
We just have to cross that bridge when we come to it.
You have nothing to fear from me, your grace. I always have the kingdom's interest at heart, even as a wizard.
Oh, I gotta point out, he's holding a skull. He's an apprentice necromancer.
Count Martian sets off immediately on his journey to the south. The Zerek's presence in Sanaskar attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of the latent magic starts to wield the crops for miles around. Now what's going on up here? Roving hunters.
Hey, we made them richer.
It's UBH.
Your Majesty, 2 barons are on their way home from an epic hunt and seek shelter for the night. In exchange, they're willing to gift you a rare trophy and provide meat for an extravagant feast, if you so wish.
Tell me about these barons.
Their names are Aurelius and Mthis. As for this particular hunt, it's an ancient marcher tradition, something about trekking to all 4 corners of the kingdom to claim a bounty from the great animal spirits.
They can stay, but I don't feel like a feast. You invite the barons and their retinue into the palace and exchange pleasantries before turning in for the night. But later that night, you hear strange noises coming from their quarters, like a big squealing and snorting. What on Silas Ave did they bring in there? I should investigate that noise. You creep down the corridors and push open the door. The former barons stand before you, transform into hideous porcine beasts that stand on 2 legs with snouts sussed and flogged with pink ears. Is your mother?
I'm a werewolf.
You dare accuse me of being a vampire?
No, you're a
You're a werepig, a werewolf.
Your Majesty.
Look at those tusks. That's a boar.
Don't look at us.
Gods! Gods! You can identify a mix of surprise and shame on their hideous faces. There's no fight. The creatures go quietly.
What do I do with them, Your Majesty? The other barons may become suspicious if we hold them too long.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what do I do?
Well, the stats. Look at
This
the
sets
stats.
this sets a terrible precedent. Think of how many other factions of were people who might be persecuted under your kingdom. How many noble houses might turn against you, my liege?
Yeah, we didn't execute Sib, and he was a werewolf murdering peasants.
I'm gonna secretly set them free. The barons are set loose in the cover of night. They scurry away into the wilds, never to be seen again. Their cursed blood is no longer on your hands. Oh my god, that was... Oh, I did not expect that. Oh my god.
But werepig? I've never seen that before.
Oh, it's BH. Oh my god, it's another ship.
Your
It's another
Highness,
boat.
this newly delivered letter sack has besmirched my honor! They spread rumors that I was not truly a follower of the Knife God, but some kind of apostate! This
Again?
Apparently. You want another duel? What's with you people? Oh, it's Sip.
Oh, it's the counts again.
In this sort of thing, Your Highness. Now those damn grandees think they can challenge members of the council whenever they like. My skin color's changed too now.
Have you no honor, dog? Or wolf? A duel is the only proper way to settle disputes such as this.
No, hold on a minute. This is a matter of respect. We can't be dueling King Mthis' throne room without due process.
Said that last
Deja
time.
vu.
You're a coward, Sniveling Squid. You may as well admit it now.
That was
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, your piety is clearly just for show. It's all an act to get the peasants to like you more.
Oh, there'll be no duel. Grand Evelyn will have to get over it.
Let us duel. No.
The Grand is modern complain about their traditions. Although him looks ready to challenge you to a duel. And Sibyl just grins. Who knows what sort of things might happen if you allowed such antics to take place within your council chambers. Oh god. Oh god, here we go. While playing a game of chess in an austere castle, two counts of the east discuss their schemes against the crown. You changed again!
He's bold
I just love this. And white. I'm white now. Okay. How exquisite! The king is drunk with power. He's mandated statues of himself be built in every. When did this happen?
You built the monument. You built the monument.
Be
Remember?
built in every major city. Oh right, we built the monument. Our sculptors are doing well, I hear. Better still, it means the time is ripe. Gosh. But I was thinking, should we really show the king the true secrets of our group? I thought that was the point. Immortality and all that. Yes, but those secrets are meant to be, well, kept secret. What if we pulled the wool over his eyes?
No in defiance of Ray's own farming.
Ooh.
Not gonna lie, inducting the king sounds
So,
cooler.
Martian, what do you think?
Inducting
I
the king
think for
sounds
B,
so much
but I
cooler.
think that's harder for us. I mean, farming's already pretty high, so
I mean, look at how high our farming is. Let's just.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You changed again!
I am such a changeling. I mean, no wonder I turned into used a werewolf, and no wonder the Inquisitor hasn't found me out yet. Very well. We must prepare for the ritual. Yes, I'll begin appeasing the spirits of the soil, but first we must enrich our lands. By the blood of the dead, it won't be long now.
The Firestone scheme must raise their farming to at least 9. If they reach 9, they win. So you ought to now know this. If they get to 9 farming, they win.
Shit.
Oh, the Inquisitor's return. Let's hear about this first.
Ah, shoot.
Mist, I think you were the Inquisitor?
Your Majesty, I have received word back from the Inquisitors of the East.
I'll be back in a moment.
Inquisitors you sent east to investigate the claims about Count Sibilant Squid and their nocturnal activities.
And?
We placed Count Sibilant Squid in heavy iron chains and waited until nightfall. They transformed into a vicious monster, black fur, claws like scythes. It broke free and killed a dozen Inquisitors before we subdued it. It is clear that Count Sibilant Squid was a devil worshipper cursed by the Ninth God for their sins. We request permission to burn them alive in the town square.
Do it. Nothing gets the peasants going like a good public gaming. You hear reports that Count Sibilant Squid transformed into a monster halfway through. The peasants' belief in the Ninth God has been raised to new heights by such an impressive spectacle, while the counts are furious to have been humiliated so publicly. Count Sibilant the Squid has died. So Sibilant the Squid the Second has joined the council. And the faith is now zealous. Oh!
Well, that didn't end well.
I hope that my air keeps changing. I hope my air keeps changing face, and I'm just gonna play it off as, "Oh yeah, you killed me. Yes, you totally killed me." This is
Let's see about the new labels.
totally.
Your Majesty, I have a proposition for you. As we all know, you are the greatest king who ever lived. But you've been locking up a lot of people up.
Oh, because of the prison you built.
Which is your right, of course. Only many of them are the pettiest of criminals. There are thousands locked up for illegally dumping human waste, for example.
Okay.
Most of them would make good labourers and farmhands, which we sorely need in the march. Perhaps we can work out a deal.
You know what? I'm gonna just let you all decide what to do here. What do you think should happen with those prisoners?
Could really use
It's not
farming.
our farms, but those prisoners.
I don't want penal slavery.
Martin, it's your call.
Look, you
Okay.
engage in intellectual theft, but you draw the line at slavery.
Yes.
Okay, actually, that's a fair line to draw.
Coin changes hands, and soon a large number of the so-called criminals are sent to the march to work the fields. The barons are grateful for your patronage, and the march crops 5 thanks to all the extra fertilization. Not too bad. My heir.
Yeah, no,
Your que-
we needed to do that to keep the treasury high to prevent the barons from enacting their plans.
Your quest
Yeah,
for an
do-
heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask my crown be passed down to... The council is filled with nervous silence. My son. Actually, I want a daughter, actually. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Like, if I survived this whole playthrough, I would be
Yep.
with
Eyes
this
of the
daughter.
matriarchy.
Princess.
My daughter. Your simple nobles break out into polite applause by designating an heir. You've submitted the stability of the kingdom. This is Martin.
Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter? What is her name?
Oh, that sucks. I cannot rename them. So it's gonna be Mthis the second.
How exquisite your race. I'm
Princess
sure that Mthis too
Yes.
will grow up to be a
Second.
chief of the old block.
Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from your spy master soon. So I'm
What's
also
your
reaching.
ambition?
I'm also to become a saint. To become a saint. That was my
Saint,
ambition.
okay.
You need to raise my faith, I think.
Yeah. Oh, and here we have another auction. You probably already know what to do. And Marston, all that, you're rich.
Yeah, I invented the sandwich too.
Just saw some money.
Quick.
What happened? Did we connect you?
What?
It might have reconnected
I'm
you.
not sure.
Ugh.
Aqueduct, Deer Park, we need all of the food.
You know what to do,
yeah,
people.
so-
You do not want them.
That's amazing. I wanted to be an observatory. Total bomb was a minus.
Yeah, you don't. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, keep it at that. Deer Park and Aqueduct, then there's gonna be no change. That's the Deer Park lowest farming.
No, Deer Park.
Oh, wait, okay.
Oh no, don't let them get that.
Hold on, I'm going to put. I'm going to put 1 point in monument specifically so that we fight the Deer Park thing. You know.
I already got the observatory for that.
Oh no! Wait, we should have put some
there
points
we
into
go.
an observatory in the Grandies.
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I did. I put 300 in the observatory.
But looks like it's gonna be the Deer Park and the stadium that's gonna win. Oh no! Oh wait, that's actually fine. Oh, that's fine. I have to continuously make it. Okay, good. They lowered the food. Okay, good. They got
I
the Deer Park.
accidentally clicked on the monument. Please. Okay.
Okay. I was a little bit afraid there. My ambition. Who's my spy master again?
You don't want to be immortal?
I want to be a saint. Immortality through the ninth god.
Me.
At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a saint. You're well on your way to reaching that goal. The church has never loved a king more. Well done, your majesty.
It's still you.
But to shut down your noble scheming good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas.
Archbishop?
Your Majesty, if you will help us spread the zeal of the ninth god, the church will lend our full support. With the backing of the church, the nobles wouldn't dare move against you.
And the treasurer? Which I think Martin did?
I didn't think I did the treasure.
You did them in the only brief time they showed up for some reason.
Oh, right. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's an ancient lost artifact forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any king who recovers it will rule over a golden age.
What do I pick here? Authority and Faith or Scepter of Sages? I'm gonna get elevated by the church to the status of a living saint.
A wise decision, your majesty. I'll send word to my priests. But of course, you need to be worthy. Your priority is to raise your authority and the kingdom's overall faith as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles.
Okay. Now let's see what's going on. There's a comet side. Oh no, that's gonna be minus stability, isn't it? There's a comet sighted down in the south.
We played too much Paradox.
Mist, it's you.
A blood-red comet was spotted in the night sky over the south, your majesty. The peasants are claiming it's a terrible omen.
On the other hand, maybe you're right.
The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do?
Tell the church to dispel such baseless
I was
superstitions.
about to say, just go, no, it's just peasants being peasants. Pay homage to the comet
The
sighted.
priests of the south preach the comet is actually a good omen, due to a new interpretation of an obscure cluster of stars. Well, that worked. But unfortunately, the church is trusted enough in the south that the persons believe their pastors. The comet is celebrated as a sign of the ninth god's favor.
Of course, blatant lies!
Am I Sigma?
Yeah, the blood red comet is totally not a sign that you should be embracing vampiric immortality, you know?
What's this about being cast out in the east? What the fuck?
It's an outage, undignified, they can't do this. Dracov's bones.
Oh, why is there a skeleton in front of me?
It's me, Hans Martin. I lost my skin on accident involving a giant bell, not 3 weeks into my training with birth. But no, they cast me out.
This is what you get!
They say I have no discernible magical acumen, whatever that means. I demand vengeance, show us that what it means to insult a member of King Mthis' council.
But you're a skeleton.
Arrest! No, wait. A skeleton can't be count!
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, a skeleton can't be a count. He's dead. Master's stance must be fulfilled.
You know what? Since he was there and it was an accident that they didn't compensate him, arrest the bastard.
Oh no, are we dealing with a wizard? Oh no.
Oh no!
You're gonna get us all killed.
He will.
You send the... You said the Sandaskar cities watch to his best predictably. Your posse disappears without a trace. Where's the wizard? You might as well try to bottle the ocean. A week later, you find out everyone in Sandaskar has been suddenly and mysteriously killed, so no one can prove it was Berserk. but the corpses with brains leaking out of their ears don't help their case. You just killed an entire city!
God!
This is what happens when you kill. This is what you get for killing my predecessor.
Don't mess with wizards! How hard is this to understand?
You fool! Why would you anchor them like this? All over some measly count insulted by his own inadequacy.
Not long after, Martian kicks the bucket anyway. Apparently proximity to Mthis magic was the only thing keeping him from falling apart.
I was wondering about that!
Count Martian has died. Count Martian II has joined the council.
Gosh, both of the counts have died. Apparently dabbling with the arcane is bad for the health.
Who would have thought?
And they're the party trying to be immortal.
Oh god, Oh god. I'm going to tax both the counts and the grandees.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I've got no money, mate.
That's why I didn't tax you. Normally, I put you on
You
a
still
common
taxed me. You still taxed me.
Yeah, but I didn't want to bribe you. This is not going well, is it? What's this going on with the new baby in the march?
What ho, your majesty?
Yeah,
Some
maybe we should have
fine
killed
news
him.
from my common folk in the marsh. A baby has been born on your birthday, bearing a birthmark in the shape of the number 9. A fantastic omen. Perhaps we should mark the occasion.
Well, there's no need for that much. I'm gonna send my blessings. It's just commoners anyway.
Prove it. Prove that it's a real birthmark.
Make him spend money, the king's greedy, he's not faithful.
But wouldn't it be charity?
You know,
if I,
I'm with this.
or wouldn't it be charity if I?
Wait, you voted against me.
Oh God, Martin, you need to do something. Oh, thank you.
I don't want to be defiant. I want the treasury to be used up. Cheers, your highness, that is too kind. There is
Almost
another
raised
matter.
their
Oh, no.
defiance, God damn it!
They
Oh,
asked
no.
permission to name the baby after you. What do you think, your highness?
As long as the baby's not ugly. As long as the baby's not ugly.
I shall assess the baby's appearance and act accordingly.
True to his word, Baron Aurelius lets you know that the baby is perfectly adorable, and therefore is therefore suitably named for the name of Mthis. A child in March, named for you. Who's the sort of person this baby will become? You can only hope you're around to see it. I get a feeling that is something that can happen in a later game. This thing here. I have a suspicion. What's this about?
Like, just a fucking clone of you shows up out of nowhere.
My Archbishop.
Your Majesty, I've received messages from the police behind the capital. They've been working hard to promote your power in every sermon. Suman? Eh.
I love to see the church and the state working together.
Absolutely, Your Majesty.
Let us listen to the priest's letters. Oh yes, your command of the kingdom is. Oh, that's you still. My bad.
Your command of the kingdom is masterful, Your Majesty. Your nobles are in no position to push back against you. Now the true journey of sainthood begins. We will scour the kingdom for miracles, so you can show the holiness of your rule.
Please thank your priests for me.
Oh, they need no thanks. More than ever, they serve the crown and the ninth as one. I shall write to my priests directly. They will investigate any potential miracles and send word once they find something.
Wait for a miracle. After a few weeks, the Archbishop returns with an immensely sour expression.
In the east, a pig seemed to be sick, but then she got up and walked. And a villager in the march claimed that his statue of St. Bertrand started crying, but his neighbors say it was just the rain.
No miracles then?
The night god works in mysterious ways. These may be miracles, but they're not dramatic enough to make the average peasant pay attention. We must bring the lost sheep back to our flock. Without a faithful kingdom, there's little to be done.
To improve your chance of victory, you must increase the kingdom's faith as much as possible the next 2 seasons. The challenge difficulty will decrease in difficulty with each failed attempt. A letter of thanks. A chancellor.
Your Majesty, a letter for you.
The chancellor hands you a small, tattered envelope. On the back seals one you don't recognize, but you're sure it's from the march. Your esteemed highness, recently you hosted us when we were in need. You'll be pleased to know that we have been cured with the help of a powerful witch in the woods. Please accept this as a gift as token of our gratitude. We'll always be in your debt. Chancellor hands you a small cedar wood lockbox. Inside is a number of gold coins and a ruby-encrusted silver brooch. Brooch? How do you say that? Brooch? Brooch.
That.
Give the brooch to my wife.
I could have done that, but no. You had to have me executed, burned at the stake.
Because the Inquisitors were there.
My predecessor, not me.
The Inquisitors were there.
Considering it's a brooch, I would say give it to the wife.
Yeah, I'll give my brooch to her. What's an exquisite example of martial fashion? It's grant your wife Valentina, while the gold is tossed into the treasury.
I also have no more money.
He somehow gave over 1,400 gold.
Look at
with
this
0
lord.
gold.
Look at that
with
lord.
100 gold.
Look at that lord.
Go for swing votes, you know?
If nobles vote for the monk's choice, they get 500
Adopt swing
wealth.
votes, please.
Monarch's choice. Monarch's choice. Please. I need money.
I mean, I'd like swing votes,
Yes,
but...
swing votes instead of whatever.
Oh,
I put swing votes in. 3
A
things.
city in flames!
3 things down in the Grandees. Okay, we've hosted the Grandees this season.
Your Holiness, there's been a terrible fire in the city of Tel Aviv. Where once there were buildings, there is now a field of smoldering ash. Dozens of peasants have died.
What caused this fire? What caused this fire?
Filled with religious conviction, the townsfolk seized a traveling wizard and attempted to burn him at the stake for practicing dark magic.
Of course they
That's what you
did.
get for being a wizard.
that's what
He
you
walked
get.
out the city unharmed, and the same cannot be said for those who tried to burn him.
This is why you never tangled with wizards.
I was hoping the council might unlock some funds from the treasury so we could rebuild.
Oh.
Yes. Do it.
No.
Boo. Boo.
I am not giving free dust of my wealth. Are you seriously gonna keep messing with wizards? Oh, thank you.
Yes, of course we're gonna keep messing with wizards.
Oh, thank you. We'll just rebuild the city as it was.
I'm desperately trying to get it so I can actually continue because everyone's further ahead than me.
You ordered the immediate reconstruction of Tolavine. The cheap wooden houses take no time to rebuild and soon populated by candle-wielding, dry blanketing, bearing common folk. What could go wrong? A pillar of the community. Oh, it's Martin the Second.
That event might happen again now because we've done that.
Good. Your Highness, I regret to have to bring this matter to you, but there is no other way. We've been tracking an Eastern criminal who was wanted in conjunction with a number of high-profile incidents back home. We thought she'd slipped the net until recently, when we discovered that she fled into the south a number of years ago. But the Gandhis are refusing to let us investigate further.
Who is this criminal?
We don't know her real name, but the peasants call her Backstab Penny. She's lied, cheated, and murdered her way halfway across the east.
This is UBH.
Wait a moment. Are you talking about Mary Old Penny? She's a pillar of the community back in Haranza. She arrived a few years ago from the east and used her wealth to invest in local businesses and set up an orphanage. Everyone loves her. Surely you jest. Merry
that's
old
Martin.
Penny.
That's Martin.
Nope, that's Martian.
Yeah. Surely you jest, Mary or Penny. This woman is a bloodthirsty criminal and must be punished.
I say we send Mary Old Penny back to the east.
Ooh, actually, I have to oppose you because I want to degrade the Imperial authority.
Yeah, that's fine. You voted that because
Let
my
me
first
vote.
vote is
Please,
so-
let me vote.
Don't worry, I'm gonna keep it going even if the time runs out, so you have time. It might be, I don't know why you're lacking so much, Sid, but I'll just wait until you show up on the thing.
It still says your fellow accounts are
To be honest, it would have been funny if we went for Summoner to the capital. And
I
see
mean,
what
it doesn't
happened
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, it looks like we allow Penny to stay in the south. Okay.
You may want to reload.
Yeah.
But the people of the East demand justice. What about the families of Baxter Penny who must suffer for this?
It's for the best, Martian II. She's clearly reformed, and Haranza wouldn't be the same without her.
It doesn't reflect well on the crown that such a terrible killer can get away with if they just set up an orphanage or two. At least the Hansler continues to prosper, though.
Gosh, they're opulent.
And now, what about this monk? Oh, yeah, it's the Archbishop.
Your Majesty, a young southern monk named Gildeforth seeks an audience. He's writing a book and has a small request. I can vouch for his seriousness.
Show him in. Who wants to be the monk?
I've had like 6 or 7 voices now.
Yeah, I haven't voiced that many people so I can voice the monk. Thank you for seeing me, Your Majesty. I'm writing a history of your reign. But research is costly. I was wondering if you might donate a little to support my efforts.
Of course, my good monk.
Future generations will thank you, Your Majesty.
GBH.
It was good for you of you to see him, Your Majesty.
Is that all?
Yes, Your Majesty. Gildeforth is a very deliberate historian. I doubt his book will be ready for decades.
I guess that's also something for the future, then. They're building up. Let's end the season. It's still very close. We really aren't the end game here, by the way. Okay, let's go back to my ambition here.
I've set my priests to investigate any potential miracles and send word once they find something. Hopefully we hear back soon.
90% chance.
I feel like this is the end.
After a few weeks,
For a few weeks, Baron
Aurelius arrives excitedly.
Huzzah, Malise! Excellent news from the march! 9 black swans were seen on the river, and a group of barons followed them deep into the forest. The swans paid them no heed, but led them to a grove where stood an ancient and forgotten church.
Wow, okay.
Holy!
The swans vanished, leaving only a single feather.
Besides, you must recall how last week the statue of Saint Bertrand wept blood after you visited the cathedral, and that a peasant reported a vision of you being blessed by the knife. When the king's rule is holy, the ninth god rewards. Everyone agrees the signs are here.
Does this mean it's time?
I believe it is, Your Majesty. I will make preparations for the ceremony at St. Bertrand's Cathedral. I look forward to seeing you.
That evening, your wife comes to see you.
Saint Mthis, what an honor. I can only imagine what you'll do with the kingdom after this.
I want the church and crown to work in harmony.
As a saintly king, you're just the person to do it.
For you know it, the time has come. It's a gloriously sunny day in the capital, and the layers upon layers of ceremonial robes are rather hot. You stand before the Archbishop in St. Bertram's Cathedral in front of the gathered nobles. Valentina stands beside you, her hand in yours. Off to the side, Mthis is watching excitedly. She occasionally tries to dash into the crown, but her governess retreats her each time.
We gather before the power that I've got to witness the holy influence of King Mthis. But
I follows along soon. Stand and smile respectfully. It goes on and on. But eventually, it's time for your blessing. A blanket of silence falls over the cathedral. Step forward and the Archbishop sprinkles holy water upon your brow. Perhaps you feel something. Warm glow, as if the ninth god is watching.
He's becoming a wizard.
I'm gonna say as if the ninth god is watching. The power of the ninth god bathes you in holy lights. The nobles can never stand against you now.
Rise once more, king of the kingdom and Saint Mthis.
May the ninth god bless this day.
He will, your majesty, he will.
Applause arises in the cathedral, echoing in huge rafters. Surrounded by her red-hooded devotees, the High Inquisitor is watching closely. After a moment, she applauds with the rest. At the next council session, the nobles arrive to find a cluster of inquisitors who have joined your honor guard. It's missed.
What are they doing here? Since when does the Inquisition have a place in the council?
Martin?
By the ninth, hush. Do you want to be tried for heresy?
Don't worry, they are purely ceremonial.
The power of the night god.
Yes, I suppose so, your holiness.
Over the course of the day, even the boldest noble is quick to vote with the crown. It's so easy, relaxing, efficient. You finish the day early for first time in months. Your church at your back. You have the license to do what you please. As long as you keep the ninth god good side, of course. Long, glorious, and venerated reign awaits Saint Mthis. With their plans and habits, the counts
Cults have
retreated.
to stay in the shadows.
The counts retreated to their castles to brood. The olive branch was rejected. The secret of eternity that they had gathered for aeons. They would not be so kind again. The Grannies continued to throw accusations of witchcraft and heresy at enemies. Everyone gradually learned to ignore them. The Baron's attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Baron Aurelius ended his life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. Praise be. Under St. Mthis' reign, the church was all-powerful. The only thing warmer than the hearts of believers were the heretics burned alive. The king died peacefully after another 15 years of devout rule. Legend says that an angel appeared at his bedside to bear him to the thereafter. And that was our first game of the King of the Castle. And if we continue this dynasty, I will be playing as this lady, apparently. And we will keep all the stats previously as well.
Let's do it.
Yes.
But that will be for another day, I think.